Friends, if you have any problem while starting your motor with dual starter, then I promise you guys that after watching this video, you can easily start your motor with dual starter. Along with this, we will also understand that how to connect indicator with our contactor. Friends, we will use three indicators. First indicator is on indicator, means when our motor will turn on, then this indicator bulb will be glow. Second indicator is off indicator. When our motor is off, then this indicator bulb will be glow. And third indicator is trip, means when any short circuit or overload condition comes or our motor takes large amount of current, then this trip indicator will be glow and indicate to us that any faulty condition has occurred. So let's learn without wasting time. So friends, here we have an MCB in which three-phase supply comes. Here is our red phase, yellow phase and blue phase. So first we have to give this supply to our this contactor. Friends, on our contactor here is three terminal L1, L2 and L3. We give phase supply on these terminal. First I will take a red phase and connect it on the L1 terminal. Second I will take yellow phase and connect it on the L2 terminal. Same as I will take blue phase and connect it on the L3 terminal. So now friends, next we have an OLR. OLR means overload relay. We use OLR for protection, means when there is any overload condition or our motor takes large amount of current, then our overload relay will trip so that our system remains safe. So we use OLR for protection of our system. So now we have to give supply to our motor. So we will take supply wire of motor and connect it to T1, T2, T3 terminal of the OLR. Friends, we have given supply to motor and power wiring of this motor is completed. But now we want that when we press this on push button, then our motor start. When we press this off push button, then our motor will be off. So for that we have to do control wiring of our motor. So let's start control wiring of motor. So friends, to turn on this motor is very simple. We just have to turn on our contactor and our motor will be turned on. When we turn off our contactor, our motor will be turned off. Friends, you should know that we do not turn on this contactor physically. To turn on this contactor, we will give it electrical supply, then this contactor will turn on and our motor will be run. And when we remove this electrical supply, our contactor will be off and our motor will be also off. Now some people will think that how much voltage we have to give to this contactor for turn on. So friends, for that you should know rating of this contactor. Suppose that we have a 220 voltage contactor, then we have to give 220 voltage on A1, A2 terminal of this contactor. If our contactor is 440 volt, then we have to give 220 voltage on A1 terminal and 220 voltage on A2 terminal. So 220 of A1 and 220 of A2 will be 440 volt. Now we have 220 voltage contactor, so I will give 220 phase supply on A1 and connect a neutral on A2. But friends, you have to keep in mind that we don't give direct supply to this contactor. First I will take a red phase and connect it to the NC terminal of OLR. We will take a output from NC and connect it to the off push button. Now we will take output from off push button and connect it to on push button. And now we will take a wire from output of on push button and connect it to A1 terminal. Now phase supply has been come on A1. Now we just have to connect a neutral on A2. So we will take a MCB of neutral and we will take a neutral from here and connect it to the A2 terminal of our contactor. Now friends, when we press this on push button, our motor will be run. But friends, here is a major problem. When we remove our finger from on button, then our motor will be off. But we want that when we press this off push button, only on then our motor will be off. But here when we remove finger from on push button, then our motor will be off. To continue run this motor, we have to continue press this button. So friends, to resolve this problem, we have to do holding of this contactor. Don't worry friends, holding of this contactor is also very simple. We just know that on which button we want to holding. Here we want to holding of this on push button, so we have to take two wire, one is before and one is after from this button. So I will take a wire before this button and connect it to the NO terminal of this contactor. So I will take a wire from here and connect it to NO terminal. Now we have to take a wire from here and connect to output of this NO terminal. So I will take a wire from here and connect it to the after of this button. Friends, holding of this contactor is done. When we press this on push button, then our motor will be turned on. When we remove our finger from on push button, still our motor is running. But when we press this off push button, our motor will be turned off. Our wiring is completed, but some people have indicators. They want to connect indicator for on, off and trip. Don't worry friends, wiring for indicator is also very simple. We just have to give phase and neutral to the this indicator for turn on. So for on indicator, we have to take a wire from NO terminal. So now we just have to give it neutral. So I will take a wire from here and connect it to the neutral. Next is off indicator. Before this, we have to give face on this NC terminal. So I will take a wire from here and connect it to the NC terminal. Next, from second NC terminal, we will take a wire and connect it to the off indicator. And same as we will give a neutral wire to our neutral MCB. Now last, our trip indicator is left. For that, we have to give a face on NO terminal of OLR. So we will give a face on NO, and we will take a output from second NO of OLR. So we will take a wire from here and also give it neutral from neutral MCB. So friends, power and control wiring of dual starter is completed. And when we press our on push button, then our motor will be run. When we remove our finger from on push button, still our motor will be run until we don't press off push button. So friends, that is for today. Hope you like the video, and if you want to watch more electrical wiring video in simplest way, then you can subscribe our channel. So let's meet in next video. Till then, bye bye.